we wait for the 76ers to be what we thought they were, and I don't know if we're going to see that. I saw a column today that talked about, is it time for the Sixers to really consider trading Ben Simmons? Marcus Hayes had the article. And keep in mind, the Sixers tried to trade for Anthony Davis last year, but they realized that Anthony Davis was probably not going to stay. Hayes, in his column, says, as I reported last year, the Sixers were willing to trade Simmons last season for Anthony Davis, which would have given them the league's best big man, as well as the number 2 big man in Joel Embiid. But they believed Davis would balk at staying long-term, and ownership wasn't eager to admit another drafting development failure on the heels of the Markelle Fults fiasco. But somebody, it feels like, has to go, either Joel Embiid or Ben Simmons. And Ben Simmons is playing extremely well here in the last 10 games. He's, I think, 23-9-7 or 23-8-9. He's got some really, really good numbers here. I just don't know. You got a 2-year window, it feels like, with Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid together. That's my gut feeling. And then you're going to go, now it's time to trade somebody. I don't know what Ben Simmons is going to be in 2 years. I don't know what Joel Embiid is going to be in 2 years. I get a little more nervous with Embiid because he's injury prone. I don't know if he wants to be great. I think he's very good, extremely talented. I just don't know if he has that desire to want to kill you, to be great. And I don't know if Ben Simmons wants to do that. Ben Simmons caught heat because, speaking of the Heat, and talking about the Heat, the Sixers were playing the Heat and in Miami, and Ben Simmons was poolside with one of the Kardashians, and therefore he must not be committed to winning basketball or something. He was seen poolside with one of the Kardashians. I'm not going to indict him on that. I'm going to indict him because he can't shoot and won't. I think he can shoot, he just won't shoot. And if you can tell me in 2 years from now that he can go from where he is now to where the Greek Freak is with his shooting ability, I mean, Markelle Fults is a better shooter than Ben Simmons. Who would have thought? But that's what I want to know. If I'm the 76ers and you got to look at this roster, Al Horford was supposed to be, that's the missing ingredient here. Boy, wait till we get to the postseason. I mean, that's why the Heat are bringing in Andre Iguodala, guys who know how to play basketball, because the NBA in the playoffs is completely different than what you're seeing during the regular season. This is just recess time. Go out and have fun, go up and down the floor. Playoff basketball, going to be a whole lot different. It is every year for James Harden. There's a certain team or certain players where you go, it's just different. You play them differently or they play differently. And if I'm the Philadelphia 76ers, what could I get in return for Ben Simmons? What could I get in return for Joel Embiid? And that's what it comes down to. Is there somebody out there that you can get that's going to make you a better team? And Ben Simmons fascinates me because Magic Johnson had this ability to dominate a game and not score. Magic became a respectable shooter. He worked on it. Ben Simmons is a larger version of Jason Kidd. A triple-double waiting to happen, but not going to hurt you with his jump shot. And then Jason Kidd learned, to rely on that jump shot later in his career.
For more Dan Patrick Show, tune into Audience Channel 239 on DirecTV. Stream for free on BR Live or download the Dan Patrick Show app.